It's time to get highly reactive.
Hey everybody, welcome to Highly Reactive. This is your first time. My name is Lee Jaay. Over there is Stan. And if you're welcoming back into the family, welcome back. It's really good to see you. And today it's good to see that Dan Vasc is doing Bring Me to Life. I can't wait. Honestly, love the song, the original from Evanescence. And I'm sure that as we've seen from Dan Vasc, he's going to just put it into a version of himself. I like that he's called it male version. So he's just put it that it's going to be a low voice, a low tempo, I'm assuming. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the video, we will be doing a rating between 1 and 10, and then we'll both put our rating together, give it an overall score out of 10.
Yes, well said, Lee Jaay. Yes, so Evanescence, probably one of my favorite tracks, probably one of her most famous tracks by Evanescence. So I assume he is going to be doing the both parts of the male and the female part, which is, I'm looking forward to it. Dan Vasc has an absolutely amazing voice. I've been enjoying this journey of Dan Vasc. I've been going through, absolutely falling in love with this geezer, and I'm happy to say that out loud, Lee Jaay, out loud. But yeah, before we get into it though, hashtag Dan Vasc, support to the original artist. That's what it's all about. Get him some more subscribers. That's what we want to do, because he thoroughly deserves it. And if at any point you enjoyed myself, Lee Jaay, why? Then make sure you like it, sub it, love it. Let's go on with the show, Lee Jaay.
Spread love like butter.
Butter. Oh, that.
Ooh, it's got a bit of a Halloween vibe with that as well. Dun, 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 dun.
How can you see into my eyes like open doors, leading you down to my core, where I've become so numb without a soul. My spirit's sleeping somewhere cold until you find there and lead back home. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. Wake me up.
Oh.
My blood's a rush. Wake up before I come and save me from the nothing I become.
Oh, you
Have a
asked the
deep
question.
breath.
You have got the answer there, Stan. I wanted to point out at the very beginning, I feel like they've added an additional keyboard, piano key there, because I felt like it wasn't like the original, which was quite cool. I felt like it was a little bit of a Halloween vibe. If you listen to it at the very beginning again, if you get time, you could just hear it ever so slightly. And I'm trying to think back to the original version. I don't think I ever noticed it, so it might have just been this is the first time I've ever noticed it. If you listen to it, it's got like the did it. Oh well, I'll show you later, Stan. You get it. But if you want to have a look, you can see what I mean. But yeah, you asked the question, Stan. What will he be doing at the male version and then the female versions? And it's just awesome. He just changed ever so slightly his sort of the pitch of his voice. So he had a low voice for the man, but then he just raised it ever so slightly and made it sexual, and it was beautiful, mate. Very clear, very clarity was awesome. Awesome person, honestly. Dan Vasc, no wonder you love him, mate. Suck him off.
I know, mate. He deserves the love, and I think, it's examples like this, that absolute vocal talent that this man possesses is absolutely undeniably amazing. Like, it wowed me. The piano version, to be honest, it sounded a little bit more ground piano than keyboard piano, which I think the Evanescence version is a bit more keyboardy, and this one sounded a bit more grand piano. So, I mean, it's very hard to sort of tell on that difference, but that was sort of the only sort of thing. But I know he normally keeps the music very sort of quite true to the original version. It's just his male voice, that's his power voice that we love. But I did like that sort of boom that he had in there as well, the sort of deep bass effect, which again, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Thoroughly enjoying this one so far from Dan Vasc. Dan Vasc.
Happy how bum 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 bum.
Oh, mate.
That growl.
Mate, that growl, mate, was absolutely to perfection, mate. Do you know what? I didn't even see it come in. Like, I didn't think, because he normally doesn't do growls in the songs that we noticed. But he looks a bit younger in this video as well. So I don't know if this is one of like older tracks. I'm only going off by the fact he looks a little bit younger. He hasn't got the beard in yet. Like, you know, so still in the growing phase.
5 years.
But I tell you something, mate. 5 years ago, there you go. But I tell you something, mate. That was absolutely still very phenomenal. How he's hitting all those different pitches, mate, and he's gone from quite high rock and roll to gentle soft to a hard growl, mate. Yeah, he is putting all of his vocal skills into this one track, and it's definitely given that variety and excitement that I'm enjoying, Lee Jaay.
Yeah, everybody, this is something that we just love, you know, how he puts the cover. I'm very intrigued about, you know, when the original was like, all this time I couldn't believe it, like that bit, like how he's going to do it, you know, because again, you didn't see that coming with the growl. I thought, you know, you'd stick to what he's doing, but again, he changes it up, he mixes it up. This is what we love about Dan Vasc, you know. Again, like Stan said, he does stay true to the original artist, but he adds his own little twist to it. And yeah, it's really good so far. I'm loving it.
I know.
Wait till the end. Spoilers.
Frozen inside without your touch, without your darling, only you are the light above the night. All of this time, I can't believe I couldn't see. Got from the dark,
But you were talking about me.
I've been sleeping 1,000 years, it seems. Got to open my eyes to everything. Without thought, without voice, without soul. Don't let me die here.
Oh, mate, Dan Vasc, you are absolutely spectacular. And give yourself a pat on the back. You are fantastic. I can't believe we've never heard of you. I'm so glad that we've come across your music. Thank you very much for the recommendations, everyone. It's been an absolute honor so far. And this is just proof of it, you know. Again, I think we got to stop saying mix it up, but he does mix it up. He's got range. 2 out of 3, not a bad ratio. But honestly, he is just spectacular, mate. Like that bit, I was always like I loved when Evanescence did it, you know, her beautiful, soulful voice that came through at such great pitch and clarity. And then you had that sort of strong, aggressive male point. And it was back in the day, that was just beautiful. You know, it was unique and it was different. And he still kept that alive in this song. I still feel like the soul of that song is within this. And again, just added a little bit of growls and screamo there ever so slightly. It just really put the cherry on the top for this song. Do you really need to wait to the end? Can we just call it 10 out of 10 hearing?
Oh, I don't know yet, EJ. You have to wait till the end, though, ladies and gentlemen. But I tell you something, mate. Absolute 10 out of 10 so far. Like it is, absolutely, it's just spectacular, mate. It does. I love the way he's produced it as well. Where you know, he's pre-recorded, like where he's had to like cut himself off in a way with his different sort of tone. Where he is switch, where they obviously oversing each other on the original music video. So I like how he's produced it as well. He's done very sort of fantastic job. Sort of like My Mother Told Me, we had to clone himself a bit, but he's done the same on this one as well. So, mate, absolutely for enjoying this, mate. From up and down, mate. I mean, the original one with Evanescence was a 10 out of 10 for me because it's like the replayability on it. It's like every time it comes on, I'm like, I love this song. So, yeah, mate. So far.
When you said that, then I thought you were saying, when you said, "Oh, my mother told me," I thought you were actually talking about something your mother told you. I was like, "Oh, is she a reactor?"
Oh, she reacts.
Oh, she reacts.
On OnlyFans.
Yeah, I was going to say I've seen her on there.
Love you, Mum. Oh, well held, Dan.
Friends, so glad
Oh.
to see you today. It's always fun to sing songs originally sung by females. Woo. And by the way, I do a lot of that in this channel. Here's a playlist with all my covers of male versions of female singers for you to check. Huge thank you to my patrons. You know that's because of them that I'm able to do music for a living. This is awesome. I hope to see you next time. Until then, my friends, have yourselves an epic day.
Mate, I don't know why,
Male version.
but we've never heard him talk, and I can't believe I've never heard like his accent in his singing, like at all. Like I saw a very strong accent, and when he's singing, he's like into a completely professional, you know, vibe, mate. And like that really caught me off guard. That last little bit. I tell you something, Lee Jaay. I mean, this one might be a shocker for you back at home, but this was an absolute 10 out of 10 for me from start to finish. Loved everything about it. Obviously, I complimented it enough throughout. There is nothing really more I can say on it apart from that. I just thought it was a spectacular sort of performance by himself, and it does offer a different sort of rendition to Evanescence. I mean, Evanescence created it like 15, 20 years ago. It must be this old song now, give or take. But like, so it is nice to have sort of like the refresh, to hear it sort of in a different vibe, but also sort of like promoting Evanescence work, because that was a beautiful song. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for myself, Lee Jaay. I thought that was bloody beautiful from start to finish.
Yeah, honestly, I think the male covers of female singers is very intriguing, because it's the same with the other way around. You know, you hear like a strong voice, then you bring in like sort of like the feminine, beautiful clarity, and then you sometimes have that sort of beautiful Evanescence voice to bring it into the sort of male voice. So I do love it. Admittedly, I'm a very open person. I got to be honest. I did notice his accent in this one, but I couldn't remember where he was from. So I didn't bring it up to stop embarrassing myself. But therefore, I have now embarrassed myself by bringing it up because I heard it in this song. But hey-oh, my bad. Score-wise, I mean, it's no shock to people. I'd say 4 out of 10 for this one. You know, I'm joking. You know, I'm joking. It'd be 10 out of 10. Which gives an overall score of 10 between me and Stan, which I think is no shock to anyone. That was absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much, Dan Vasc. You bring me to life.
He definitely brought us to life, and if we somewhat brought you to life, then make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hit that old subscription, and ring that notification bell for highly reactive reactions. If you watched up to this point, thank you very much for giving us your time. It has definitely been a pleasure. Lee Jaay, what else, Lee Jaay?
I forgot, to be honest. No, only joking. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to leave hashtag DanVas down below. Let's support this artist. He's asking for it here. He needs you so he can keep on doing his dream and creating music, because it is a beautiful as well. So we all get to be a part of that journey. And don't forget to leave comments down below on what sort of music we'd like us to do. It could be Dan Vasc in his covers, or maybe another cover artist, but mainly Dan Vasc, because it's a Dan Vasc video. Much love to y'all. But you can always leave anybody other artists. We're highly reactive.
And we're also highly terrible.
Smart.